Praise the Lord, the gathering. Like I said on yesterday, this is part of my own life experiences. Everything that I'm discussing here with you for the next 7 days is just something that I have, like maybe a routine or something, with different scriptures, different times, different things that I do for 7 days before I go into my writing experience. Just on yesterday, we talked about the ground floor, the pillar, and the ceiling. We talked about how the ground floor is our struggles, the stress, the going through, the things that we've been through in life, the hard times, the heartaches, everything we've been through in life on a negative level was a ground floor. Everything we've been through and all the successes we had, all the testimonies, all the high things, all the things we accomplished in life, are the ceiling levels, and the pillar, it what separates the floor from the ceiling. The pillar is the main thing that we are focusing on, and that is Philippians 4 and 8. The pillar is basically just that prayer time, that focusing time with God, separating these things out of our lives, separating the ceiling and the ground out of our lives, so that we can focus our thinking on greater things and higher things. This is something I basically do on a daily basis. Every day I get up in the morning, my mind has to be focused on the pillar that separates the ceiling from the floor. You know, the ceiling is a lot of success. I know we all had a lot of success in our lives, but we have that success. We've been through that success. We overcame to get that success. Now we can leave that on the ceiling and take a hold of that pillar and continue the success. I know there's people that have one success in their lives and they dwell on that one thing. I believe that success is a continuing thing. It's an ongoing thing. No matter if you wrote one book, no matter if you accomplished one test, no matter if you got one degree, those are all successes, but they should remain on the ceiling and left there, and now going after that pillar and going after more success. The higher the ceiling is, the more success in your life. I do believe that, you see, sometimes I speak on levels where I expand my thinking. I take my thinking out of the box. I take God out of the box. And I don't want to be walking around on that ground level anymore. Because that ground level is nothing but stress and anguish that a lot of us don't need in our lives. It is time for us to focus on that pillar. Make that pillar longer and stronger. Throw your successes to the ceiling. Throw your troubles and your problems to the ground level. And focus on that pillar, that prayer life, that communion with God daily. And I strongly urge you to read Philippians 4 and 8. And I'm briefly going to go to that scripture on the second day, but the third day is when we're going to really get into the scripture. And it says, Philippians 4 and 8, finally, just that word finally, finally we are letting go of those ground levels in our lives. Finally, we are taking hold of that pillar, and we are adding more success and throwing it to the ceiling and leaving it there, and then going back down and getting more success and throwing it to the ceiling. My life has to be nothing but success. I know that we may come across failures in life, but a lot of the failures are not there to hurt us. A lot of the failures are just there to prep us, just to get us ready for the next go around. Those failures are there to strengthen us for the next one that's coming. A lot of times I welcome failure because it teaches me many things. It teaches me struggle. It teaches me faith. It teaches me to keep my mind focused on Jesus Christ. And I urge you to keep on listening to these levels in your life. Understand that the ground level is not for you. The ceiling level is what you already accomplished. It's time for us to focus on that pillar that separates, that Philippians 4:8. Finally, if you will go back to Philippians 4:7, it tells us in the peace of God. The peace of God is in that pillar that separates the ground from the ceiling. So now finally we have the peace of God. Finally we have thrown those things to the ground that is stressing us out in life. Finally we can focus on more success. This is day 2 of the gathering. I look forward to seeing everyone on day 3. What we're going to be talking about is more of our thinking. God bless and have a good day.